What is up, everybody? My name is Bobby. I do music. Today we are checking out the Peavey 6505 module for the Synergy amp system. This, I remember when it came out, was kind of unexpected. Maybe not so much that they did a 6505/5150 type thing, but the fact that they partnered with Peavey was awesome. This is another one of those modules that I jumped on as soon as I saw it. I, at the time, was sitting there kind of thinking, like, I think I've got everything I need. Like the 2CP, the 2CP had just come out. I was waiting on the Friedman BE Deluxe and the Soldano 2 that just came out. But prior to that, like, I was like, no, I think I got everything. And then Peavey and Synergy dropped this, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I need that. I need that. I don't need it, but I need it. I needed it. I needed it. So, of course, a take on the classic 5150, which then became the 6505. Eddie Van Halen took the 5150 name over to the EVH company, which I believe is a subsidiary of Fender. So yeah, there we are. We've got the module here. It is 2 independent channels, and I want to say this is the first module, it's one of the first, where they were doing 2 identical channels rather than voicing the channels differently or doing the shared EQ thing. These are 2 identical channels, like we've seen in a lot of the newer modules now. So as we've done with the 2 module, or rather the identical channel ones, we're going to zero out the, why are you stiff? We're going to zero out the, don't take that out of context. Don't take my picture out of it, the video out of it, and just use that audio, or do, whatever. We're going to zero out the bottom channel. We're just going to focus on the top channel because they are identical. And that's going to save me from having to, like, reach under and around and over. Don't take that out of context. You know what? You guys are going to do whatever you're going to do. So, here we are. Something different this time. This is an old friend of mine. This is an Ibanez RGD 420, 320? 320. It's slightly extended scale. It's 26.5 instead of 25.5. Honestly, I got it. I think it was a musician's friend's stupid deal of the day, like 12, 13 years ago, I forget when. And I just needed a guitar in the band I was in that I could tune to D standard for like 2 songs. And I wanted to keep the same strings and roughly the same tension. So this has an extra inch. And don't take that out. Anyway, so I keep this tuned to D standard. It's still got DiMarzio deactivators that I put in here. And again, super hot, passive humbuckers. And yeah, so each channel, we're going through a bypassed pedal board. We'll hit boosts because 6505s, 5150s love boosts. But don't necessarily need them depending on what you're doing. So we've got gain, the crunch and lead modes, which I think are channels 2 and 3 on the original amp. No clean channel here. It's all the gain. And then bass, middle, treble, and volume. It's pretty straightforward, not much to mess about with. So let's do what we do. We're going to start in the crunch mode, which is the lower gain, with the gain at 9 o'clock. And this is what we got. Bring the gain up to about noon. What I hear out of this, and you kind of hear out of the 5150s and 6505s, is kind of a cocked wah sort of thing, almost in the mid-range. When we get to the EQ, you'll hear some of that too. And almost kind of a German angle kind of character to the distortion too, that kind of nasally sort of thing. Bring the gain up some more. Gain all the way up on the crunch mode. Let's go back to noon, and we'll flip from crunch to lead so you can hear the difference there. So you get a lot more gain, you get a lot more sizzle out of it too. It's definitely a fire breather of sorts. Another one of those modules where you're never going to be asking for more gain. It's got plenty all the way up. So yeah, we've got plenty of gain on tap. Again, dead simple module. You can't really mess it up. Let's roll through the EQ really quick on the bridge pickup. I have a subwoofer back there and it's shaking things, so I'm going to keep it at that. Definitely loses a lot of character if you scoop the mids too much. And the treble. Woo! Yeah, you're never going to want for more treble either. But you can hear that low end kind of flubbing out just a little bit where it gets... Don't do that. You can hear the low end kind of flubbing out there where it just kind of like floop, floop. Let's hit it with some boosts. Let's do an 808 on the, what is that? The Bonsai. It says Bonsai. I see that. Volume up, drive down, and tone at 3 o'clock. Roll the gain back a little bit. Actually, this might be a job for the rhythm channel. Crunch. If I take it back out. It's helping. I'm kind of hit or miss with tube screamers personally, so I'm going to take us back to the lead channel and hit it with a good old precision drive from Horizon Devices. Still needs to be on the crunch. It's just too much gain. There it is. Now it's a lot more controlled. So you can get sort of like a 2000s sort of thing with more of a tube screamer-y kind of thing, or you can get something hyper modern and a lot more controlled with something more modern like the Precision Drive, or even like the Fortin 33 probably would do a similar job. But man, if you need a fire breather, that's the module to get. This thing just roars, man. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. All right. I think that's enough out of that guy. Shorter video, I think, for this sort of thing. So thank you guys so much for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more. I've got a couple more Synergy modules coming. And then I'm going to start getting into my pedals. And who knows after that? We'll see what we do. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. I can't shred anymore. Ah! Nope. We'll just do that. I thought I could pull it off and I couldn't.